Hey, how y'all doing? I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one's called I Ain't Going. Yes. Yes, I ain't going. Look, this was in 1991. I was working at the high school, in Dalton, Illinois, you know, and at the time I was staying in Harvey, Illinois. So everything was going great. Everything was going great. I had an apartment, I had a car, and I had money. So everything was going good. One day I had something go wrong with my transmission for my car. And I tried to work on it myself, but I couldn't get it running right. So I knew I had to spend money to take it to a shop, you know. Man, to get it running right. But I knew that I had to spend money to get it fixed. The thing is, I had to wait till next Friday when I got paid so I can have enough money to pay for it. So I was trying to find out how I was going to get to work. So I called a friend of mine to come over and take me to work. I call him up, and he said, all right, man. Yeah. So after that, I waited for him, and then he showed up. Yeah, he showed up bumping his music, blasting his music. So I was like, man, what in the world? So when I went to the car, I went to open the door. When I opened the door, he had four guys in the car with him. Yes, four guys, and all of them had pow pows on them. All of them had pow pows on them, and the car smelled like weed. It was terrible. It was terrible. So so I said, man, once I opened that door, when I got the smell of that weed, man, I said, look, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work today. You know, I changed my mind. I'm not going to work today. So he looked at me. He said, "All right, bro. All right, bro." So he drove off, and I started walking. I started walking. I was finna go to work. I walked from 147th to 150th, and then I caught the pace bus onto the job. You know. Now that made me 30 minutes late, but I was at work. I was there. You know. So come time for me to get off, I said I'm not going to call nobody because I don't want to take a chance on that again. So I caught the bus back to 150th, and I walked to 154th. So then when I got home, I I heard that my friends, they all got caught. Yeah, the police got them, and they recovered all of the pow pows and the weed, and they got drugs off of them. Yeah. So man, that was bad, man. So man, then I start thinking. I said, man, I'm glad I didn't get in that car. I wasn't desperate enough to get in the car. Cause I could have been in jail. I would have lost my job, and I would have had a record. So, dang, that's crazy. I got some Dill Cheetos. Y'all have had any of these before? They hot too. They the hot Cheetos. I don't know, man. This just caught my eye. Yeah. Mm. 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 You could taste the dill in it. And with the hot flavor, it's cool. Mm. Yeah. So that just goes to show you, if it don't seems right, it's not right. Yeah. If it don't seem right, it's not right. So follow your first man. Follow your first man. If it tells you don't do it, don't do it. Figure out a different way. That's all you got to do. Don't take the chance, because other people, they take chances all the time. But don't you get caught up with their shenanigans. For real. All right, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. All right. Peace. Adios. Salamat. Use your first mind.